this video, we're going to learn how to group or nest entities within the Entities panel in Amazon Sumerian. So let's get started. All right, I'm in a scene. The only entity I have right now is a box. Well, the only entity I've added to my scene is a box. We do have default camera and default lights. If you notice that there is an expanding triangle or an arrow over here next to the default lights, if I open that, you'll see that there are 3 different lights inside this default lights entity. This is what it means to actually nest or group entities, is that these are all nested within the default lights. That is, these are child entities, while this default lights is the parent entity of these 3 entities. You can go another level deeper. I can actually drag the key entity light into this one, and then we have multiple levels of nesting or grouping within this scene. Now, if I want to undo that, I just drag it back to the default lights. So if you notice, all I did was, I'll go ahead and add a cone, and then a cylinder. We'll add a few different things here. A sphere. Now, say that I want to add a empty entity. Let's do that first. We'll go create entity. I'll just select entity. This is going to be an empty entity. I'll click this top level tab over here to change the name. And we'll just call it shapes. Now, to put all of these shapes inside this, really what it just acts as a folder, I'm just going to drag and drop. And there we go. I have all my shapes inside the shape empty entity. Now, if I wanted to add the shapes under the box, I can do that as well. So there's really no restrictions on how things are nested or what type of entities can or cannot be nested under other entity types. All you need to do is just drag and drop. The only thing to keep in mind is that everything in your scene is always going to be nested under the top level or scene level entity, which I have titled How To for all these how-to videos. And that is how you nest or group entities within a scene in Amazon Sumerian.